How much land does a man need? Story about greed. Hello, dear friends of the Mindful Parenting channel. Today, the Mindful Parenting channel brings you a story about a great warrior and a king's generous gift. Datch. Take a moment to reflect. Do you see yourself in this man's journey? Let's begin. There once was a mighty warrior born in an era of turmoil. His life was woven with brutal battles, glorious victories, and the admiration of thousands, including his king. But few knew of his past and childhood. He was abandoned at a very young age, never knowing who his parents were. He was found and briefly cared for by a lonely old woman who soon passed away. From then on, the boy lived on the streets, surviving on his own. He had no home. He had no official name. He grew up facing the harshness of the world all alone. As a young man, he joined a rebel army that rose up against the kingdom. He fought more bravely than any other soldier, fearless in the face of death. He cared nothing for material wealth and risked his life countless times, not just in battle, but to save his commander. Years of war passed, and he matured into a seasoned general. Eventually, that army overthrew the monarchy, and the once orphaned warrior became a hero of the nation. But he had grown old, and besides his courage, he had no other skills, no knowledge to lead, no ability to govern, no experience in rebuilding a nation. Thus, he was not granted a political post. Instead, the new king offered him land, so he could live out his remaining years in peace and prosperity. The king said, "Brave warrior, tomorrow morning, walk straight ahead. As far as you go, and return before sunset, all the land you cover shall be yours." After years of war and never owning a thing in his life, the warrior longed for a vast piece of land where he could finally live richly. So the next morning, eager to seize as much as possible, he walked swiftly. Though weary, he pushed on throughout the day, unwilling to miss this once-in-a-lifetime chance for more land, more wealth. As evening approached, he realized he must return before sunset to fulfill the deal. But his greed had led him too far. He turned back, running with urgency, watching the sun inch toward the horizon. The closer to sunset, the faster he ran. When he finally glimpsed the starting point, the sun was on the brink of disappearing. Gasping and staggering, he forced himself forward, collapsed at the exact spot he had begun, taking his last breath. He had survived a lifetime of war, endured unspeakable hardship, and traveled endlessly through darkness and light. But in this one final day, driven by desire, he fell short. Though he returned in time, he never lived to enjoy a single inch of what he had earned. He was buried the next morning. All the land he ever truly needed was a 3-meter-long by 2-meter-wide patch of earth. What a tragedy for him. Dear friends, gratitude is a virtue that leads to a truly happy life. Yet within each of us, greed and contentment are constantly at odds. Let us practice living with gratitude for what we have and teach our children this powerful truth. Invite your little ones to join us on Mindful Parenting channel for more meaningful stories. Bye-bye.